Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Won Hong from Group 2. Today, we will present our research titled Action Research on the Improvement of Middle School Students' Aesthetic Creativity through Old Objects Transformations, Activities in Art Classes. Let's start with the contents of our presentation. This is our content. First, let's look at the first part of agenda. Our presentation will cover 8 main sections. The first 6 parts are opening, context. 2 is background and motivation. 3 is teaching reflections. 4 is theoretical foundations.
How about the taste eating section? I want to make the taste more brilliant.
Implementation journey. Let's begin with the first part, opening and context. Then, the remaining 2 parts of our agenda are 7 results and insights, 8 conclusions and futures. There will wrap up our research findings and provide practical recommendations. Now, let's dive into part 1. Part 1. Opening and context. Research title, targets, group, research context. Research title. Our research explores how all object transformation activities affect aesthetic creativity of grade 11 students' art classes in Baotou Youth High School. Target group. We focus on grade 11 students because this is a critical preview of them to develop advanced aesthetic taste and creative skills. Research context. Traditional art education often overlooks 2 key points, creative problem solving and environmental awareness. Our study aims to address these gaps. Research purpose. The core goal is to examine their 3 aspects. 1. How old object transformation enhances students' aesthetic creativity. 2. How it improves their problem solving skills. 3. How it raises their environmental consciousness. Methodology. We used mixed methods action research over 8 weeks. To collect data, we adopted creativity test students' portfolios, surveys, classroom observations. To make our presentation clear, here is the roadmap. 1. Introduction. Background on creativity's importance and traditional and education's limitations. 2. Literature review. Theories of aesthetic creativity and art education's role in fostering creativity and environmental awareness. 3. Research methodology. Details of action research design, data collection, and ethical rules. 4. Implementations and findings. How we carried out the intervention and improvements we observed in students. Part 2. Background and motivation. Why is study matters? Why does this study matter? Let's look at 2 key reasons. Importance of creativity. Creative thinking and aesthetic sensibility are essential for students' development. However, academic pressure often limits their chances to express creativity. Limitations of traditional art education. Traditional art classes focus too much on technical skills, ignoring aesthetic discovery and environmental awareness. This study seeks to fix this. We found 3 main problems in current art education. 1. Low creative confidence. Students avoid open-ended tasks. They prefer traditional options because they feel failure. 2. Disconnect from environmental awareness. Art classes rarely include environmental themes, missing the chance to responsible citizens. 3. Curriculum limitations. The curriculum focuses on classical methods, ignoring creative problem solving and sustainability. General objective. Improve grade 11 students' aesthetic creativity through old object transformation activities in art classes. Specific objectives. Assess students' current creativity levels. Design activity to enhance problem solving. Evaluate how effective the intervention is. Analyze changes in students' attitude. Key focus areas. Creative dimensions. Fluency, flexibility, originality, elaboration. Sustainability, integration. Developed recommendations to add sustainable art practice to middle school curricula. We content our research on 3 questions. Primary question. How can old object transformation activities improve grade 11 students' aesthetic creativity in art classes? Secondary questions. What is students' current creativity level? Which aspects of creativity do the activities enhance? How do students' attitudes change? What changes and benefits do students face in sustainable art practices? What recommendation can we make for similar interventions? For educators, our research provides evidence-based strategies to integrate sustainability to create teaching, boost student engagement, For students, the activities help students build creative confidence, improve problem-solving skills, raise environmental awareness, see creative potential in every object. Scope: focus grade 11 students in Baotou Youth High School. Duration: 8-week intervention. Methods: both quantitative. Limitation: generalizability. Only one school is involved, so results may not apply to all schools. Time: the 8-week period is short. We cannot capture long-term effects. Other risks: possible research bias and uneven access to materials. Cultural factors: results may not fit either cultural or socio-romantic context. Part 3. Teaching reflections. Key teaching challenges identified. Before deciding to intervention, we reflect on our teaching and find 3 key challenges. 1. Creative reflectance. Students reply on examples and teacher validation. They avoid creative risks because they fear failure. 2. Resource limitations. Traditional curricula use new materials, which stands buckets and ignores resourcefulness and environmental curriculums. 3. Isolated learning. There is little peer interaction, which reduces collaborative learning, inspiration, and feedback skills. 3 observations made us focus on old objective transformation. 1. Self-portrait incident. Students chose the same materials and made similar works. They said they picked the safe options to avoid mistakes. 2. Texture creation incident. Students copied peers' material choices, showing them preferred conformity over individual expression. 3. Student attitude. Many students thought they were not creative or not good at art. They liked step-by-step projects more than open-ended tasks. Part 4. Theoretical foundations. Understanding aesthetic creativity. We based our research on 2 key theories of aesthetic creativity. 1. Tolerances framework. Aesthetic creativity have 4 parts: fluency, flexibility, originality, and elaboration. 1. A Mambo's model. Creativity depends on 3 factors. Old object transformation boosts students' intrinsic motivation because the tasks are meaningful to them. We also considered 3 principles of art education and creative groups. 1. Process-based education. Modern art education values create exploration more than the final products. It helps students develop critical thinking and multi-perspective thinking. 2. Middle school development. Students aged 11 to 14 and even grade 11 students go through cognitive, social, and emotional changes. This makes them ideal for learning environmental themes in art. 3. Action research fit. Action research follows a cycle of planning, action, observation, reflection. This aligns with education as it helps improve teaching and students' performance. Part 5. Research approach. Action research design. We used classroom-based action research, which improves teaching while involving students. We follow Cummins and MC target circle planning, action, observation to reflection. Intervention focus. The invention centered on old objective transformation, turning waste into art. This promotes both creativity and environmental awareness. Sample. Our sample includes 33 grade 11 students from Baotou Youth High School, age 17 to 18, with mixed genders. Sampling methods. We used perceptive sampling. We selected students who were enrolled in the art class for the intervention. Advantages. The method let us observe students with different artistic and creative abilities in a natural classroom setting. We used 4 data collection methods. 1. Creativity assessment. After the intervention, we scored students' tasks using Tolerances framework. 2. Students' portfolios. 3. Surveys and reflections. 4. Classroom observations. We analyzed data in 2 ways. 1. Quantitative analysis. We used descriptive statistics. 2. Qualitative analysis. We did thematic analysis for portfolios, surveys, reflections, and observations. This helped us identify key themes about creativity of environmental awareness. We follow strict ethical rules to protect students. 1. Informed consent. We got consent from all students, and we clearly explained the research aims and processes. 2. Voluntary participation. Students could withdraw from the study at any time without penalty. 3. Anonymity. We didn't include students' names in the result to protect their privacy. Part 6. Implementation journey. 8-week intervention framework. We divided the intervention into 4 phases over 8 weeks. 1. Foundation building weeks 1 to 2. Focus on safety rules and documenting how materials behave, can be cut or painted. 2. Skill development, weeks 3 to 4. Introduce foundations, sculptures, and environmental storytelling challenges to build creative skills. 3. Collaborative exploration, weeks 5 to 6. From balanced groups for peer learning, helping students expand their creative approaches. 4. Creative static, weeks 7 to 8. Students work on capstone project to show their old object transformation skills. We provided ongoing support. Let's look at the details of each phase. Weeks 1 to 2. Set safety protocols and document initial materials behaviors. This builds a foundation for creative exploration. Weeks 3 to 4. Students made 2 types of works. This task helps develop their problem-solving skills. Weeks 5 to 6. Students worked in balanced scopes. Peer learning let them share experiences and expand their creative approaches. We observed clear changes in students' engagement. 1. Initial engagement, week 1. 2. Positive change, week 6. Students also became more willing to take creative skills. Initial stage, week 1. Progress, week 4. Supportive environmental. The classroom's supportive atmosphere encourages them to take risks and try unconventional materials. Intervention effective. Qualitative evidence from portfolios, reflections, observations showed high creative levels, increased confidence, stronger environmental awareness. Areas of improvement for future interventions: extend time to complex projects, ensure fair access to materials. Part 7. Results and insights. Our creative assessment using Torrance's framework showed positive results. 1. Fluency. 2. Flexibility. 3. Originality. 4. Elaboration. Analyzing students' portfolios revealed 3 key outcomes. 1. Creative goals. 2. Material use. 3. Conceptual development. Survey shows significant positive changes in 3 domains. 1. Creative self-efficiency. 2. Environmental consciousness. 3. Learning engagement. Qualitative and observational data also supported our findings. Qualitative themes. Key themes included development of creative identity, change relationships with materials, benefits of collaborative learning, growth in environmental consciousness. Why did old object transformation boost creativity? We found 3 reasons. 1. Constraint-based creativity. 2. Create confidence. 3. Material relationships. 2 more reasons. 1. Environmental integration. 3. Collaborative learning. Our results aligned with the 3 key existing students. 1. Torrance's framework. 2. Headland, etc. findings. 3. A man-bias model. Our research has 3 practical implications. 1. Curriculum integration. 2. Assessment methods. 3. Teacher training. Art teachers need training in 3 areas: integrating environmental themes, facilitating collaborative learning, using portfolio assessment. Part 8. Conclusions and future research conclusion. Success of intervention. Old objects transformation activities successfully improved students' aesthetic creativity. They also boosted students' confidence and environmental awareness. Challenges. We identified 2 main challenges: material shortages, time constraints for complex projects. Overall impact. The study improves that integrating sustainably into arts education can foster both creativity and responsible citizenship. We have 3 sets of recommendations. 1. For teachers. Integrate sustainability into art lessons. 2. For schools. Support such activities with resources. For researchers, conduct students with larger sample. Okay, let's see the video of us.
High school art class upcycled treasures, centered on aesthetic creation. This class guides students to transform old newspapers, waste plastic bottles and other materials into artistic ornaments and practical stationery. It sparks creative inspiration, hones aesthetic magic and hands-on skills, turning old items into works of art and effectively enhances students' aesthetic creativity.
That's all for our presentation. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Bye.